Hi there, Dr. Rod from the Therapy Couch International, and we're going to give a little demonstration today of what you can expect if you came to a hypnotherapy session. I think there's some people that might be a little bit scared because it's not like going to a dentist or a doctor and they don't know what lies before them. So Natalie is going to be my client today, and we're just going to run through some of the procedures so that you can feel absolutely at home when you come to see us. Hi Natalie, how are you doing?
Fine,
Are you good?
Well,
Nice
thanks.
to see you here. Take a seat, make yourself at home. Would you like a cushion for your lap? We gave out on the emails forms for completion, which is the intake form, and I noticed that I hadn't received an email back from you.
I didn't send it back.
You didn't send it back. Would you mind filling one in now?
Not a problem.
What would now happen is that Natalie would complete an intake form. It will give her details, name, etc., ID number, address, telephone numbers, any problems that she might have in terms of medication that she might be taking, and the reason why she's here. And I noticed that you've just written down there smoking. So you've come for a smoking cessation. You're going to stop smoking.
Yes.
Ah, well, hypnosis works so easily on it. You're going to find it absolutely easy to do. So she now then completes that. I then take it from her. Thanks, Natalie. We go through it with her and we start building rapport because we need to trust one another in the process. But thanks for this. I appreciate what you've written down here. It gives me a nice history of your smoking habits. I would then go on, and from there I would now start to speak about what is hypnosis. And when we're speaking about hypnosis, sometimes I use various little ways of explaining it. One of the ways in which I do it is to take a little ball like that, and you can see that it's got glitter in and liquid fluid, and I'll explain that what we have here is this little ball with fluid in and these little flakes, and when you shake it around it starts to go all over the place, and that is like our conscious mind and our subconscious mind. The conscious mind is like that amount of material floating around in it, and then the other is the subconscious mind. And what happens in life is that we really get this thing bouncing around and it gets very cloudy, and in hypnosis what we do is we quieten the mind down to such an extent that it settles, and when it settles you can start to see through clearly through the liquid, and you can then resolve the issues that you need to face. So we would use that, for example, as a way of allowing the client to understand what hypnosis is. On other occasions, I'd use a pendulum, and there's nothing magical about this. It's just a little piece of plastic on the end of a chain, and on here I've got a circle with left and right and up and down, as you can see, Natalie. And what I'd like you to do is just dangle this pendulum probably about 2 centimeters above the intersection of the two lines. And then I want you, in your own time, to start to think, using your mind, left, right, saying it over and over and over and over again to yourself. And you should start to see that it would move left and right and left and right and left and right. And what it is that it's the neurology in the mind lighting up. It's going down the backbone, through the vertebra, down into the muscles, and then the muscles are getting that particular message. And if you're thinking up and down, that is the way it would move. And if you wanted to change it, all you had to do is change the thinking pattern to maybe circle and circle and circle and circle, and it would start to circle because you've got control over that, because your neurology goes through all of your muscles. Isn't that amazing? Quite interesting, eh? That you can control that little piece of plastic just with your thoughts. And then what we do from there onwards is that I would then say to Natalie, I'd like you to put your hands together and warm them, and then interlock them. Push them out in front of you. Imagine that you've got to make a little gun. Pick them up like that. Open the fingers. And imagine you've just shot like in the cowboy movies, and you're going to blow away the smoke. That's right. And now what I want you to do is I want you to concentrate. I want you to focus. Focus your attention on those two fingers. And notice what starts to happen, because I'm going to put a hypnotic magnet there and a hypnotic magnet there. And notice and feel the pull happening right now. Can you notice that they are slowly moving together? And the harder you try and keep them apart, the quicker and faster that they move together. You can feel that pull. It's that hypnosis, your hypnosis, just going through there, and it goes through your arms and it's going to touch the back of your eyes just now, and you're going to go into trance. That's how easy it is. Such a nice way of doing things. What we would then do at this stage is that I say to Natalie, we're now going to do the work, because she's experienced a little bit about the feelings that go through the body. She's seen it, she's had the convincer, and she's participating in the process. I say, put out your hands in front of you, right over here. Keep them out. About 5 inches, 10 centimeters apart. And now, Natalie, I want you to focus right over here. Focus over here. Get that focused attention right over there. And you can imagine, just like your fingers were closing, you can start to imagine that your hands are getting closer and closer and closer together. And when your hands touch, you'll find that that hypnosis is going to go through your arms, to the back of your head, over your head, down into the back of your eyes, and you'll drop off into a nice relaxed state, and your hands will just naturally drop down onto the cushion. And you can feel it going through right now. And when they touch, you can just allow yourself to go into a nice deep trance and relax completely. There we go. Deeper and deeper and deeper. Breathe in and out. Nice and deep and out. And allow your heart and your breathing to take you deeper. And with every breath you take out and let out, so you drop down deeper into trance, going deeper and deeper and deeper and relaxing completely. And what I would ask is that beforehand, that I may touch a person in 2 places. One would be that I'd ask that I could lift them at their wrist over here, and the other one is to touch them there, because I want to see the relaxation that has taken place in the body after trance has started to go through the system. So I then say, I'm going to lift your right hand now, and you'll feel me lift it. It's mine. I can do what I like with it. And when I drop it into the cushion, 10 times deeper than you are now, going much, much deeper. Now what we would start to do is that we'd start to do the work. Now we'd go into the place where we are dealing with smoking and how to get out of it, and all of the suggestions that go along with it. And then when it's finished, all that I would do is say, and now allowing yourself to be able to see in front of you a lovely puzzle that was lying in pieces, that you are now putting together, and it's making that fantastic picture of yourself as a non-smoker. You putting those pieces together. Allow every part to come together in the right place. And notice that you're without smoke. You're no longer a smoker. There's no smoke around you. You are smoke-free. And when that picture is complete and you feel happy that you've done the work, you can just smile and come back to a nice sense of normality, to social awareness, that you can hear the things inside this room, outside the room, and you'll be ready to go home, noticing every sign on the road, and be able to travel. If you're going by bus or train, or whether you've driven here, you'll notice every sign on the road, feeling absolutely energized and happy. There we go. With a smile and feeling fully energized. And welcome to being a non-smoker. And how was that?
It was relaxing.
It was relaxing. Folks, that is what it's all about. Just allowing ourselves to go into trance, feeling that hypnosis go through the body, being given the suggestions as to how and what to do, and then to be brought back into a state of awareness. So it's as easy as that. Now it's not difficult to see why people can just make changes like that when they come into a hypnosis session. You too can make changes in your life. Give us a call, make contact with us, make a booking, and change your life for the good. Go well.